Investing. Let's take a look at investing your money, making your money work for you to earn more money. After you pay your expenses each month, you may or may not have some money left over. If your salary is fairly low, you will probably only get to pay for your needs. Then you will pay for some of your wants. So the first goal of your leftover income at the end of the month is to put it in savings. And we've already done your savings page of your budget project. So that would be your first goal. If you have enough money to put into savings to get some of what you want and to give to charity and to set up an emergency fund, the next step for you might be investing. Investing is using the money that you have to make more money. People invest in companies, and if the company makes money, then so does the investor. If the company loses money, then so does the investor. So it is a very risky business that you need to be able to learn about before you jump in. Investing is taking a huge risk because you might earn more money, but you also might lose money. And there are different levels of risk involved in investing. So some are low risk investments and some are high risk investments. It's important not to put all of your eggs in one basket. That's an old-fashioned saying to say, if you put all of your eggs in one basket and then you drop that basket, your eggs are all going to crack and you're not going to have any good eggs left. But if you put your eggs in different baskets and you drop one basket, you still have a basket of good eggs. That's where that comes from in that saying. So it means that when you're investing, you should invest in different companies or in different ways so that you can widen your chances of making money instead of losing money. You can invest money on your own. So some people do learn how to invest privately. You can also invest through a company that will invest on your behalf. So they will invest for you. And that's actually a job. If you are really good at investing or you really love money, you love accounting, you love budgeting, then you may want to look at becoming an investor because people will pay you to invest their money. So some examples of investing would be stocks, bonds, CDs, real estate, commodities, investment funds, etc. And you will get a lot more into investing later on in your money knowledge and your money career, especially college. So the stock market, you might have heard of the stock market, is a system for buying and selling stocks, bonds, and securities. A stock is a share of ownership in a company. So when you buy a stock of a company, let's say I buy a stock of Apple, or I buy a stock of Google, or I buy a stock of, Hint Water, then I own a very, very, very small piece of that company. And companies sell stocks to people in order to get the money that they need to succeed and grow. So companies rely on investors to earn money so that it can help their company grow. Now, buying stocks comes at a risk because the company that you invest in may or may not make money. It may lose money. It may make money. It may lose and gain and lose and gain. The stock market goes up and down every single day. So when you look at your stocks, you can't always look at just today. You need to look at the long term. Does your stock do well over time? Over a week, over a month, over a year, over 5 years, and such. It takes a lot of knowledge and research in order to buy the right stocks because you have to make a prediction about how a company is going to do. Do you think that company is going to continue to grow and make money? Or do you think something might happen that will stop the growth of that company and the making of money? So there are many countries in the world that have stock exchanges. New York Stock Exchange is the one that we most commonly deal with here in the United States. There is also one in Tokyo, Japan. There's another stock exchange in London, England. So we watch those stock exchanges to see the overall success of how companies are gaining and losing money in a day. Now, on your project. Depending on how much you earn for a salary is really going to dictate about how much you can invest. Obviously, the higher salary you have, the more money you're going to have for freedom of deciding what you're going to do with that money, because that money becomes extra. Remember that we always start with our needs first. We buy the things we need: food, water, and shelter. Then we also have to spend some things on what we want, and we have to spend money on savings. We have to spend money on emergencies to make sure that we're prepared. Sometimes we like to give to others with charity, but investing is definitely something that's an option when you have extra leftover money at the end of your monthly budget. Some of us have it, some of us don't. So for instance, if you are making under $30,000 a year for your salary, it is likely you will not have money to invest, because you are going to be focusing on getting what you need: food, water, and shelter. $30,000 is not a lot of money to earn in a year, so you are going to be struggling to buy what you need. If you are making between $30,000 and $50,000, it's still likely that you are paying for your needs. It is still likely that you're paying for maybe a few of your wants. Perhaps you're giving a little to charity. Perhaps you're putting aside for emergencies and savings. You're not going to have a lot to invest. But you could put $100 away for investing per month, and you can increase that as you make more money. Now, if you make $50,000 to $80,000 a year for your salary, your yearly salary, then you're likely paying for your needs and some of your wants. You're saving your emergency fund. You're getting some of what you want and what you need, and then on top of that, you're giving to charity, and you likely have some more money to invest. So you can put $200 for your monthly investment if you're making between the range of $50,000 and $80,000. If you make more than $80,000 a year, it is likely that you have money to invest. And so you could put aside $500 a month. You could put aside $300 if you'd rather for investing. But obviously, this is to show you that when you have a small salary per year, you're likely not to have the money to invest. If you're making a lot of money per year by your salary from your job, you're going to have more to invest. That means that it takes money to get more money. So the more money you have, the more money you can actually make. It's not always sounds like it's a fair system, but it is reality, and it is how it works. So fill in your monthly amounts based on how much you earn for your salary. If you forget how much you earn in a salary, go back and check your income page. Put your investments here, and good luck with investing.